show, I wake up or I log in today, and the first thing I see is Schmeeth and Schmolnick, who says, Tobin, you better start the bleeping show firing Cristobal, you fraud. Why are you yelling at me, Schmeethan?
He's just speaking for all of us.
He's just speaking for all of us. All right, let's get to our headlines. Brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know truck.
I don't understand what because let me just paint the picture for you guys how I experienced the Canes loss.
I see
Because
what you guys did with the boom. It has no place but to go in front of my mouth.
I like it. So here's how I experienced it, right? Awful game. Watched this entire slop fest.
It was a bad game. It was a bad game. It's one of those games where you go in the half, you go, all right, well, we see the way this is going. Let's just get out of here with a victory.
And so
that's it.
I was not loving that watching this game. I'm like, I got to get up early for the pregame show the next day. So the last thing I remember when I went to sleep was Don Chaney getting his helmet ripped off, and they called a personal foul face mask. And I'm like, okay, I think we're good. Snooze. It's the last thing I remember. I wake up.
No way.
I wake up.
That's how.
And it says on my phone, Miami Hurricanes coaching blunder cost them versus Georgia Tech. And I'm like, what the hell happened?
Wow.
What the hell happened? What the hell happened?
Is this in the middle of the night or next morning?
No, the next morning at like 6 a.m. I wake up, boop, I'm getting ready to go do the pregame show. I figured, Canes have it in the bag. They beat Georgia Tech. It wasn't pretty.
You fell asleep undefeated.
I fell asleep thinking we were going to be undefeated, getting ready for North Carolina. Not a great performance, but we survive in advance. That's what I thought I was going. That's what I thought. My little peepers went to sleep thinking, and I wake up to what could only be described as the dumbest loss in the history of football. What the hell?
I can't explain it. I sent a message the next day. I said, hey, Mike McDaniel needs to send that memo down to Coral Gables. Take a knee. Game's over.
Game's over, dude.
I just think it's one of those situations. You never want to lose the game outside of the field of play. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
Now, there's a whole lot of other stuff that had to happen in order for Georgia Tech to win. But if you eliminate that one act, the game's over. And let me tell you, here's what my text went from. Ugly game. Here's where it started, like going to the last drive. Ugly game. Let's just get out of here with a dub.
Get out.
Not the best.
Not a great game from TVD.
Listen, you're gonna have games like this. The problem in the past was the Canes would do it against lesser opponents and lose. And so I'm also thinking about that. Let's just get out of here, get a victory. Everybody's complaining about how bad they play. Who cares? Get a win. Nobody's going to, and then it was followed by, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No!
Yes.
No!
And Dave, my buddy,
he was at the game.
He was at the game. He goes, I think I'm going to have a heart attack.
I don't know how you could.
I got to go somewhere and calm down.
I don't even understand.
Where are you going to go in that stadium and calm down? Because everybody's just as mad as you. You never look.
It's your worst fears because it's like, hey, this has been, the season pretty much has been a coast. Got a little bit of adversity this week. You fought through it. Cool. All right. Let's get out of here. Game of the season is coming up next week. We'll be all right. We'll figure it out. We'll recalibrate. We'll get this going.
It was the first time this year. One of my biggest compliments of Mario Cristobal was how well and efficient the team was playing as a whole. Not a whole bunch of penalties, no boneheaded mistakes. Everybody was playing, pretty solid football. Not always the best, but you weren't beating yourselves.
Yeah.
This was the first game, and this is what bothers me about all of this. The first time you get in a little street fight, the first time it gets a little tough, nobody knows what the hell to do. Everybody's panicking. No, this is when you need your poise even more. This is where you need to make good, sound decisions even more, from the quarterback to the running backs to the wide receivers to the defensive coordinators to the offensive coordinators to the damn head coach. When you get in one of these games, you got to go in survive mode. Okay, let's not put our kids in harm's way. Let's just out-athlete them. We got the better athletes. Let's just go about it that way and get the hell out of here.
Yeah. It really just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
I can't explain it. I can't think.
And it makes you look, he's had this blunder before. And this has kind of always been the MO on Mario. It's like, hey,
great recruiter,
dude's a monster
great
recruiter,
coach, great coach, bad in-game decision maker. That's part of the deal.
It's your worst, but like that.
It's part of the deal, though.
I could have any football fan go and get the headset for that day and be like, victory formation.
Right.
That's it. Everybody can do it.
When I get if a coach were to come to me and say something about analytics or whatever, right? Because that pretty much excludes everybody who says the coach should have did something different, right? If those numbers bear out, okay, I'll buy that. I may not agree with it, but I'll buy it. But if everybody in the damn stadium knows you're supposed to take a knee and you're the head coach.
And then he's like, after the game, he's
that's
like,
the part that
I was like, he's like, yeah, should have taken a timeout to recalibrate. No, you don't want to stop the clock. What are you doing? Like, that's the explanation you have for me? I don't. So, yeah, man. And it's tough because it felt like last year, we talked about the Texas A&M game. What a death blow that was, because it felt like, hey, if they would have won that game, maybe the season goes a little different. Maybe, I'm not saying it's great, but maybe it's not disaster. And so, yeah, everyone's going to have a game where you want to perform a little bit better. Georgia Tech, they went through all you coming off the bye, yet again, the Canes off a bye. It doesn't matter the coach. I don't know what the hell that is. TBD thought he was playing for the Yellow Jackets for half the game, so was giving the ball to them. And all that, okay, you're up 3. Cool. You're giving it to Don Chaney. He's running through. You get it to where it needs to be. And I don't have a good theory for this. I don't understand who are like, they don't believe in kneeling. What? I don't understand. We were going for a landmark on Don Chaney. Huh? Who cares? Like, do you think Don Chaney ever wants to remember that game in his career?
Oh,
It was the most forgettable Canes game in the history of Canes game, and now it's the most infamous Canes game in the history of Canes games. Like, and I'm sorry.
This is the only thing that could have happened that would get you to say, let's just move on. It wasn't our best football.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
It happens. It's football. Weird stuff happens in football. But if you did
not self-inflicted,
but
though.
That's not supposed to happen.
No.
And that's gonna happen twice in the guy's career. I don't
The
get
other
it.
situation was different.
Not that much different.
Other team had a timeout.
Dude, this is
Stanford
crazy.
had a timeout.
Dude, this is crazy.
This is listen. I'm speechless. Like, there is nothing that a person that has been in football that long could tell me other than I bleeped up. That's it.
That's it.
Move on. Don't try to sugarcoat it. Don't try to, it's on me. It's on me on Monday. It wasn't on you on Saturday night.
Damage is done, dude.
Right.
Damage is done.
No.
What's going on, Rodney?
Crystal Ball get too much money to be making stupid mistakes like this. He's been in the game too long.
Agreed.
I agree with everything you all said. The guy has got like a mental problem. He got like a mental collapse when it comes down to winning games. We pay him to win games. Yeah, we pay him to win games. Now, he jeopardized those players. Yeah, he jeopardized those players by running 3 straight runs when you didn't have to. Just kill the clock and let's go home with a win. Happy ever after. But no, he gonna do the same old thing and cost us to win and disappoint the whole alumni and the teams and the players, you know. So this is just so sad. You know, my suggestion is let Cristobal be a head coordinator and hire somebody that know what they're doing. That's my suggestion.
But how does nobody know? Like, I get it. Like, okay, Chris, like, how does nobody know?
Everybody knows.
Shouting, Todd the intern, Coach Fell with your mustache. You're not like, I think we should kneel, Juicy. Like, I don't. Is Mario Cristobal too manly to kneel? I don't understand.
Hey,
I don't understand.
Man Campbell took a knee.
I don't understand.
Game was over.
It's just it's flabbergasting. And look, you know, we can say, oh, I mean, if there's a Canes fan who's like, well, it wasn't a fumble. Okay, yeah, you're probably right. But guess what? It was. It probably shouldn't have been called a fumble. They reviewed it. It shouldn't have been called a fumble. Okay,
Probably.
But guess what?
Shouldn't have never been.
Shouldn't have been there. Shouldn't have been in that situation. You know, if you turn down a dark alley and there's hooligans ready to beat you up, hey, they shouldn't be doing that. That's illegal. Well, yeah, you probably shouldn't have turned down that alley though. Shouldn't have been in that position. And now I lost my lunch money from the hooligans.
Damn those hooligans.
I don't.
The most exciting thing about that game was the bloke selling
Oh, the potato thing?
That guy's got me sold.
Oh,
commercial.
that is good.
They showed. I mean, is it the ACC network can only get like ShamWow or the potato peeler?
It's the best thing about the ACC network is they only have infomercials. And so like
That was good.
my Irish potato peeler.
It did everything though. It did literally
It
everything.
does. It's just chops.
Waffle
It does.
fries, chips,
Yeah.
everything. That was good.
Love that guy, dude.
He even did the American thing. But wait, there's more.
Of course, there's always more.
It's always
Dude, I'm shook.
But it's like now it's like with Mario, dude. It's like, come on, man. You give him all this money and he comes in there and you're excited for this guy's got 2 of the most infamous losses now. You're never going to forget this. You're never going to forget Middle Tennessee State. And I get it. The alumni love him and he's beloved. He's a former Cane. He's been there. He's built this. You know, even yesterday, he got one of the best wide receivers in the country. Like, but it's like it's a faith shatterer. It's like you don't feel like when the chips are down, this guy's ever gonna give you any kind of advantage strategically on the field. And I say that as somebody who's like, when Leroy talks football, I don't know what he's talking about. It's like listening to Chinese half the time. But with this, we all know what you were supposed to do. And
that's the infuriating thing.
That's how you bleeped it up.
The guy getting the money doesn't do the thing that all of the people who know half of what he knows in football. Yeah.
It's rough, man.
I mean, even listen, you know it's a blunder when you get old Sims. Oh, Boomer. You get Boomer in his
was he doing a CBS Sports Minute?
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of want to hear that.
Yeah.
Can you get that for me?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We will, if you guys want to talk, if you're an angry Canes fan, I'll happily take your calls, 305-567-0560. If you're a happy Dolphins fan, we can get into that too. 305-567-0560. Poor Daniel Jones. That's next. Man, there's so many things in that clip that I'm dying over. It's just like, first of all, the unrest just from the fans, because you could just hear the grumbling in the background. But when Joe Zagacki just realizes, oh, okay, dude, like he's just so beside himself because he knows. It really does feel like the refs went to review and they're just like, but he really does it.
had to go 75 yards in 26 plays.
I understand. Look, if you're the most optimistic Canes fan, you can see me like, but it wasn't a fumble, and like, what are the odds that's going to happen? I understand all of that. That being said,
it should have never put that.
Should have been in that position, dude.
Crazy things have happened.
It's almost like the refs would be like, you know, I think we got this call wrong, but he kind of deserves for the call to be wrong. Yeah, let's just say he's got the call wrong. And then like they go back and be like, nah, call stands. Sorry, Mario. Tough, man. Tough day. Tough weekend. Because I do feel like the Canes. I feel like the season had a lot. I told you going into this. I said we're a win away from feeling froggy. I was a win away from feeling. I would have taken it back.
Are we here? Are we to the point yet with the Canes that we can make assumptions about anything?
No.
Okay.
But I wasn't making assumptions. I was a win away from feeling froggy.
You're saying if
they would have won,
saying we're gonna.
I was gonna. If they would have won this week, I was ready for a week of, hey, this feels like they can actually do something in the conference, like because you had a big matchup against North Carolina, and not only was it just an awful game, but to lose like that is just like the air out of the season balloon was.
Right.
Like that's just how it feels, man. It's a bummer.
And believe it or not, the Dolphins got blown out, and I feel worse about this loss than I do about the Dolphins losing by 28 a couple of weeks ago.
No question.
Right?
No question. Not even close.
Because they lost. Well, look, it wasn't a good game, but they lost in between the lines.
Look, if he can go, if Mario Cristobal's got, I think 6 days to get the fan base back on his side. And I don't even know if that's going to help, but he better go kick Mac Brown's ass this weekend to like salvage any hope anybody's going to have in him. Because if they go to North Carolina, they go to Chapel Hill this weekend, they get dusted. People are going to be, as we say on this show, they're going to be rats off a ship. They are,
and it's his own doing.
It's his own fault.
It's his own doing.
Absolutely, Joel. What's up, man?
Yeah. Hey, guys, you've done a great job of describing this horror show that is a great example of snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. And my question for you is, how do you think Mario explains this to the AD? How does he explain it to the donors? How does he explain it to the fans? Because as one of you said, trust has been broken. How does he move forward explaining it to himself? And do you think it will be used as a recruiting advantage to other colleges when players have to decide, where am I going? Am I going to go to a place where somebody just gives the game away when I just spent, all year getting ready for this game, and I go out there and I suffer the possibility of injuries, and this guy just gives the damn game away? I'd like to hear what you think is going through his mind now, and how does he recover?
I mean,
he got a big recruit.
No, he got a big recruit.
And here's the thing. There's a couple of things that are you want Mario Cristobal for. First of all, he's a guy that can fix your culture, right? He's done that. He's gotten guys to play a better style of football. And I mean, with the mistakes, the swag penalties, stuff like that, but still be aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
He's an excellent recruiter, right? So whatever he does, however he ingratiates these young men, he still seems to do a great job doing it. That being said, if you're recruiting from somewhere else, you use every angle you can get.
But that's the thing is, like, yes, he is a great recruiter, and he's usually worldly, accountable, put your head down, no excuses type of guy. I don't know what the hell he was talking about after the game where he's like, "Oh, I got to recalibrate." And I was
that made it worse.
And then Don, for Don to have Don Chaney to be in that position where he's in tears on the sidelines when he didn't have to be. Right. That's the only thing I would say is just like, man, you want to coach and put your kid in this kind of position, but it's that's the thing I would be pissed off about.
He should have, if he wanted to keep the room and not have people questioning him right after that game, he should have went in front of the podium and said, "That's not on Chaney. That's on me." Right? I made a dumb mistake, and there's no way of getting around it. We'd be over it, but not over. But we would
land. It would land better,
right? But what he said after the game, everybody I know that's Canes fans were blowing my phone up talking about they even more mad.
Yeah.
How much is the buyout? Right? I'll eat it. That's what somebody said. I'll eat it. I'll go shake cups on the corner.
Oh my God. Handsome Daffy. What's up, Handsome?
What's going on, man? Mario, man, I don't know what to say about that guy. I mean, in Miami sports, you never leave those type of calls up to the ref because we're going to get screwed all the time with all sports.
Absolutely.
And then with the Dolphins, did you guys check out when Vilma was talking about how fast we were? And then on the very next play, Tyreek broke, and the first thing he said was, uh-oh. Like, he already knew it was coming their way. Like, it was already danger.
He did. My favorite was everybody was making fun of Tyreek Hill for getting caught from behind because
like Waddle,
washed. Yeah, I was like, what? He got his crown back from Achane on the speed from that run, but he got caught.
Yeah, I will say though, there was a point where they crossed paths, Hill and Achane. Achane kind of slowed down a little bit, if you ask me.
I got to be honest with you. Listen, this Achane, every time he gets the football, I'm just like,
he is fast.
Wow.
The thing I like about all the running backs, no matter how fast they are, they run really hard in between the tackles.
Yeah.
Which is a hard thing to do for somebody that's so fast, to get them to, take what's there and then take advantage when you have an opportunity. But between Mostert, Achane, they all run in between the tackles pretty tough.
Tim, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I'm a freaking Seminole. I'm angry at these bum Hurricane coaches taking college game day away from Tallahassee in a couple of weeks. Because how about our Seminoles?
I don't like that. Get out of here. I don't like it. It hurts enough, all right? Jesus.
Why did he?
Bert, what's up, Bert?
Yo, Leroy.
Oh, wait. By the way,
how about them Dolphins, baby?
Yeah.
What a great day yesterday. I got to go to the game with my wife. We got to the 200 level. Got to meet LT out there. It was an awesome day. I tell you what, these Hurricanes, I don't know what to say about them, baby, but go Nose, baby.
Get out of here.
Hey, so check this out.
Camouflage. People rubbing their nose.
When was it? It was Friday. I had to go to Walmart, pick up some stuff. And it's pretty empty in there because it's right before they close. Some guys walk by. They give me the look. I'm like, oh. So I just keep going. No time. Walk down the hall. And all of a sudden I hear through the store, Leroy! I'm like, damn, they got me.
Got him. One more call for the break. Dave, what's up, Dave?
Yo, what's going on, you guys?
I mean, I don't know, man. Listen, awesome Dolphins win, terrible Canes. Well, how are you feeling, man?
Well, you know what? I like the Dolphins. They're my second favorite team after my Browns. But you know what? You guys are a bunch of jive turkeys because the Miami Hurricanes are garbage, and Ohio State is going to the national.
Get out of here, you bastard!
Wait, what do we use it? Talk about stepping on somebody when they down.
Did Little Tua not win this week? Little Tagovailoa?
No.
I guess not.
Oh, no?
He kept it close.
He kept it froggy?
Yeah.
Well, let's get into the Dolphins. Let's talk more about that game. That was much more fun than this Canes game. You do still have some Canes remnants you need to get over. We'll hear a little bit. Mario Cristobal was on with Joe Rose earlier. We'll play some clips from that. But I do want to get into that Dolphins win because they just passed the greatest show on turf, baby. Woo!